Today, I have a very interesting video. Why? Because I'm going to show you three ways to scale with interest targeting. Interest targeting seems pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but there's three things that you need to learn when it comes down to scaling your product with interest. And that's what we're going to tackle today. And everything that I did, everything that I'm going to explain to you today, it's because I've spent money on me, on my store, and on my student store in order to know, is that strategy viable? Is it consistent? Yes, then perfect. I'm going to add it to my tools and I'm going to make a YouTube video down the line about it. Or no, it doesn't work. Then I'm just never going to speak about it. And the three strategies that I'm going to speak about today is the three ways of you possibly making your product last longer than just with one of those ways. Normally, people know one or two ways, but they don't know the three ways together, and they don't know that they can use the three ways together in order to generate some income with dropshipping and with their winning products and to make it even last longer. Okay. So the first one is fairly simple. As you know, you're going to try to find different interests about your product, and you're going to launch around 5 to 6 interests. And let's say that your first interest is going to be something like shoe. So the first thing is this could be your interest. So you have the interest shoe, and that could be your interest. That's it. That's the first thing. One single interest per ad set. That's the first thing, and that's the one that is the most reliable. That's the way that I always test my product, with one single interest per ad set. That's the first way. After that, I try to scale my product a little bit. Then what do I do? Well, sometimes interest alone, they work well at the beginning, but they start fading away. So what do? I stack the best one. So I will go and stack, um, let's say we have something like um, sneakers. Oh, have trainers here. Trainers could be good. So let's say trainers. Do they have sneakers as well? Sneakers? I don't know. You can have footwear, footwear. And normally, what do? I never stack more. I try to stack between 3 to 5 interests together, and they need to make sense at the beginning. So the reason is, look, when you start with one interest, you know if that interest works or it doesn't work. The reason why I stack interest, because you're going to tell me, I know I'm going to have comments like this. I'm going to, but Gilberto, I can do this all the time. No, there's a specific moment where you need to do the first and the second strategy, and even the third that I'm going to show you. The first one is always on the beginning. I always test with a single interest. Why? Because I want to find those interests that are working. Now, after that, I find those interests that are working and I have a few of them that made me money, that scaled, then I'm going to stack them together. But I'm not going to stack some random interest at the beginning. Let's say I stack like 3 to 5 random interests. I don't even know if those 5 interests are going to work. And probably that the algorithm is going to push me towards an interest that is not even profitable. So I only stack the interest when I already have multiple interests that I know they are working. So I take those multiple interests, I put them inside one ad set, and that's what I do. So I look, okay, I have footwear, 4 ROAS on average. I have trainers, 5 ROAS on average. I have shoes, 3.5 ROAS on average. perfect, those are the best one, then I'm going to stack them, and it's going to be a powerhouse because it is stacking. That's the first thing. That's the first and the second thing. The third thing is very simple. Is I like to stack interests that are similar together. But the last part is you're going to stack all the best interests that are not similar together. So let's say you have one that is like anytime fitness, because it's a fitness shoe or whatever. You're going to have one that is, let's say, LA physical fitness, another one that is shoe, and another one that is like, let's say, hiking. Okay, so let's say that those are your top interests. They're working well, they're making you money. Then I'm going to make one with this. And that's the thing, guys. You need to understand that when it comes down to Facebook, there's not right or wrong. There's just what can you do in order to maximize your money? Because sometimes you, let's say, scale with single interest, not stacking interest, not stacking different interests, just single interest, and starts doing well, start performing, start making you money, and they slightly start fading away. Even though you change creative, even though you scale with brand new creative, they start fading away a little bit. So what do? Well, you need to try to find another way to spark it up, another way to combine the best thing together and create like a powerhouse that you can scale. Well, having the same interest together is a good one. Having the top different interests together is another good one. And those are things that seem simple, but I always say something. What you don't know, you just don't know. What does that mean? If you don't know something, you don't know that it exists. So how can you think about it? Think about it. Like the reason that you do Facebook ads, that you do things a certain way, it's because you do what you know. You don't do what you don't know because you just don't know it. So very important, guys, that you do single interest, then stacking the similar interests together, and then stacking the different interests together. That's what I do. No more than 3 to 5 stackings. That's what I've seen work the best, 3 to 5. And overall, when you do this strategy, try to keep things as broad as possible. You can narrow down if the gender is pretty obvious, but try to keep things broad as possible. And this is what worked well. So when I see that those single interests are peaking, then boom, I go with stacking interests. When I see that those stacking interests are peaking, then boom, I just combine the best of the best. Doesn't matter if they match or not together. And that's what I do. So I stack those with brand new creative, and it just create a powerhouse of printing money. So at the end of the day, this is what happens with Facebook. It's not complicated. It's not out of this world, but if you don't know, you don't know it. So you need someone who has tried it, who has the concept of working, and then you can be like, well, let me try this, let me try that. I think it will revive your product, because the first problem with dropshippers is finding their winning products. Their second one is making it last longer. Those are the top problems in the dropshipping industry. And that's why you need to be good at product research and good with ads. That's it. So yeah, guys, this is the video of today. Wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video, and see you on the next one. Peace out.